President Biden got a version of this yesterday, but if you could just help us understand this moment right now and what it means. The fact that Russia has pulled out of Kherson, is the U.S. encouraging Ukraine to now start peace talks with Russia? Is there any sense that that might actually happen? And does it lower your concern, or does it impact your concern at all about Putin's potential use of a nuclear weapon?
So first, this is a significant military milestone for the Ukrainians if, in fact, it happens that Russia follows through and withdraws to the far side of the Dnieper River. Of course, we're going to watch actions and not just announcements to see what actually unfolds. But if this does come to pass, that will mean in the Battle of Kyiv, in the Battle of Kherson, in the Battle of Kharkiv, the Ukrainians will have prevailed against an invading, marauding force that conducted an illegal war in their country. But of course, it's not the end of the war, because Russia continues to occupy parts of Ukrainian territory. We are continuing to support the Ukrainians in their effort to defend their sovereignty and territorial integrity. And as the president said yesterday, we're guided by a very simple principle: nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine. It is ultimately up to Ukraine to make determinations about its diplomatic course. It is our job to put them in the best position on the battlefield so that when and if there is an opportunity for diplomacy, they're in the best position at the bargaining table. I don't have anything to offer you today about the likelihood or the proximity of any kind of negotiations. Right now, what the Ukrainians are focused on is defending their critical infrastructure against these barbaric attacks that are killing civilians and harming the basic functioning of the economy, and trying to take their territory back. The United States is not pressuring Ukraine. We're not insisting on things with Ukraine. What we are doing is consulting as partners and showing our support not just through public statements or moral support, but through the tangible physical support of the kind of military assistance I mentioned before. Yeah.
Thank you, Jake. Just a quick follow-up on Kherson first. You said that you'd be watching actions instead of just hearing what they're saying. Do you have any indication that a withdrawal has actually started?
We do see some indications of movement consistent with what the announcements were yesterday, but this is an involved operation. The Russians had flowed a significant number of forces and personnel into Kherson City and to the west side of the Dnieper River. So it's not the kind of thing you just snap your fingers and it's done. So we will want to see how it actually unfolds in the coming days before we make any judgments about whether the Russians are fully following through on the announcement they made, or whether they're going to choose to change course at some point. And we'll continue to stay in close touch with the Ukrainians on that as well.